We're going to deliver for those hardworking families, and this bill is going to deliver great benefits to American families.
This is a very exciting day for the business owner, for the middle-class American, and I just can't wait till Hakeem gets done with his little shenanigans so we can get this on the floor and vote for the American people.
Right now in the House, Republicans on the brink of passing President Trump's big, beautiful bill, but they can't vote until Democratic leader Hakeem Jeffries wraps up what is turned into a marathon speech. Good morning. I'm Mike Emanuel. Bill and Dana are off. Good morning, Aisha.
Hey, good morning. Good to see you. Happy 4th of July Eve.
Amen.
That is called a magic minute. I'm Aisha Hasni. This is America's Newsroom, but it's gone on longer than a magic minute. We are awaiting that vote that could send the bill to President Trump's desk. He's waiting for it, too. This comes after another all-nighter for Republicans, where the president convinced some GOP holdouts to change their minds.
Team Fox coverage. Mark Meredith is live on the Hill, but first let's go to Peter Doocy at the White House. Hello, Peter.
Good morning, and Vice President J.D. Vance is now lifting the veil on the mindset of Republican lawmakers who are stuck sitting there in the House chamber listening to Hakeem Jeffries talk before they are allowed to vote. Vance just posted this. GOP congressman just texted me. I was undecided on the bill, but then I watched Hakeem Jeffries' performance, and now I am a firm yes. Up early here at the White House, comms director Stephen Chung, who writes, tranquilo, which means don't worry, no panicins. The one big beautiful bill is a generational bill that will bring prosperity to all Americans. This is the very definition of America First and what the people voted for. And the Treasury Secretary, Scott Bessent, today is stressing that today's vote is just one part of the president's economic agenda, but it's a really big part.
This is the centerpiece of President Trump's three-legged stool for the economy: trade, taxes, and deregulation. So we are working on the trade deals. One big beautiful bill is the center of the tax deal, and we are constantly deregulating and unleashing American energy, American manufacturing, and letting the American people keep more of their money.
At this hour, President Trump remains in the White House residence. He got good news about the bill overnight. He got good news about the jobs report that beat expectations a couple minutes ago, and he plans to celebrate it all at a one-year kickoff, countdown to a kickoff for America's 250th birthday in Des Moines, Iowa at the fairgrounds. That is going to be later on tonight. Mike?
Big day for President Trump and his agenda. Peter Doocy live on the North Lawn. Peter, many thanks.
Okay, let's go now to Mark Meredith, live on Capitol Hill, getting a first-hand close-up look at all the exhausted lawmakers. Mark, what can you tell us?
Aisha, yeah, it's been quite a night, and it's still going right now. Hakeem Jeffries is speaking for more than 4 hours. There are indications he's coming in for a landing, though, from some of the comments he just made on the House floor. Then we expect House Speaker Mike Johnson to pass right behind me, head back to the floor, and then give a brief speech. And then we expect the vote to actually get underway here for the president's tax and policy package. But talk about what an exhaustive effort it has been for both House and Senate Republican leadership to get to this point. President Trump making it clear he wanted this to happen by the 4th of July, a deadline that seemed almost impossible a few weeks ago. But here we are on the one-yard line where we're about to expect this bill to make it to the president's desk. We also know there's been so much wrangling happening between the White House, President Trump, and some Republican lawmakers who were concerned about changes the Senate made when it came to not only how much spending was going to happen with this, but what also would happen with Medicaid. There's been a lot of focus here on what the Senate was able to change and why the House was not getting everything that they wanted. House Speaker Johnson basically telling these lawmakers that, yes, this is not a perfect bill that they may have wanted, but this is the package in front of them and that they needed to get it done. We've been talking about the Democratic opposition to this as well. They've been screaming that this is going to have a negative impact on food stamp recipients as well as Americans who rely on Medicaid because some of the work requirements that will now go into effect. Republicans say this is all about ensuring that the money, taxpayer money that is going out the door is not being wasted and not being abused. We also know that this is going to be a big focus on the midterms, Aisha, going into next year because they'll be focused to be on the tax cuts. President Trump saying he was able to extend the tax cuts, which is what he campaigned on. Republicans saying they were able to follow through with that pledge as well. There's also going to be a lot of focus on border security, more money for ICE, more money to ensure that the situation on the southern border is improved upon, something the White House, of course, has spent so much time and effort. We also are looking to see, though, what the final vote will look like if there are those Republican holdouts that will still say they will vote for this package. We don't expect the number to be very big, possibly 2, 3 lawmakers, but that's right now House Republicans Republicans expecting this to go through any moment now. Aisha.
Mark, very quickly here, just so everybody at home understands, this has taken a very long time to get to this point because of a bunch of Republican holdouts. But by all accounts, it doesn't seem like they really got anything.
Aisha, you're right. No, the package that the Senate passed hasn't changed back over here in the House. And members of the House Freedom Caucus, they were shuttling back and forth to the White House yesterday, basically saying, please make some changes. We want to go back to reconciliation. But that was considered a non-starter for both Trump as well as Republican leadership. So no, the package that was passed in the Senate isn't changed. But I would imagine that we'll see more executive orders come from the president on some of the priorities that these Republicans wanted. But those holdouts, about 3 a.m., the logjam broke. They said that we realized that we're going to have to go through this. Aisha?
Mark, get some snacks because I believe the minority leader just said that he's going to take his sweet time. So we might be here a little bit longer. Mark Meredith, live for us. Thank you.
I'm Steve Doocy.
I'm Brian Kilmeade.
And I'm Ainsley Earhart. And click here to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page to catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis.
Fox News' Peter Doocy and Mark Meredith report the latest on the effort to advance President Donald Trump's big, beautiful bill. Fox News Channel, FNC, is a 24-hour all-encompassing news service delivering breaking news as well as political and business news. The #1 network in cable, FNC has been the most watched television news channel for 18 consecutive years. According to a 2020 Brand Keys Consumer Loyalty Engagement Index report, Fox News is the top brand in the country for morning and evening news coverage. A 2019 Suffolk University poll named Fox News as the most trusted source for television news or commentary, while a 2019 Brand Keys Emotion Engagement Analysis survey found that Fox News was the most trusted cable news brand. A 2017 Gallup Knight Foundation survey also found that among Americans who could name an objective news source, Fox News was the top cited outlet. Owned